nicely made shoe, and this specific shoe is in their leather. They also have, I think it's like a Mazzano Italy Alcantara, and that also looks like a really nice shoe, but I haven't gotten my hands on those. I got these leather ones as a gift, and yeah, so I'm just out here on some back roads, testing these shoes out, and right off the bat, my initial impressions were just recognizing how good the feel is of the pedal through the shoe. I mean, I race Spec Miatas, so I'm very familiar with a racing shoe, fully made for just racing, and this gives you a feel that is pretty much identical to a racing shoe. I mean, it makes me want to pull out my racing shoes and see how they really do compare. I mean, that's how good the feel is in the shoe. Yeah, I mean, you just get a really nice, precise feel of the shoe, and you can feel the pedals so nicely in the ball point of your foot, whether it's the clutch, the gas, the brake. I mean, I can totally see somebody going out for a nice drive, grabbing a coffee or something, and just wearing them as a daily shoe. And I can also totally see it being used as a shoe that you want to drive your daily car or your track car to the track, track it, because, like I said, they feel like a racing shoe's soul in a daily shoe. I'm very impressed with the feeling of this shoe. I was not expecting that. Now, as far as comfortability on a long drive, I've been driving for maybe 30 minutes. These are the leather edition, and the tongue of the shoe, right where your foot and your ankle kind of are, the bending point of your foot is what I mean. It's not that it's digging into it, because it's not digging into it, but I know it's there, and I feel like if I were to drive for an hour or two, it might start to make kind of a sore spot there. With their Alcantara shoe, I'm kind of thinking it might be a bit of a softer tongue, so you wouldn't really notice it as much. And that goes for the same of the cuff of the shoe as well. Looking at this leather shoe in particular, just looking at it, it looks like a dress shoe. And it's a good looking shoe, but the body of the shoe does feel kind of like a dress shoe as well. And that's my main complaint with it, is that I feel like if I were to take this shoe out for a long drive, it might kind of make a sore spot around my ankle area of my foot and where the top of the tongue rests, because when you're pressing on the gas and the clutch and the brake, it's always moving. The tongue isn't moving, but it's always pressing into your skin a bit, and yeah, that's my only thing about it, really. I mean, there's one other thing, is that, like, you don't necessarily want to wear your racing shoe in a street car, because, I mean, unless it's like a Porsche where they have the pedals a little closer together, because Porsche knows how to make an actual driving car. The pedals, like in my car, this is a 328, it's not an M car, so it wasn't necessarily made with the intention of really driving it. I mean, I know it's the ultimate driving machine, but it's not an M3 or M2 or something like that. So the pedals, the brake, and the gas in particular, they feel, going from a normal shoe, like a running shoe or Vans per se, which is a good driving shoe. I definitely prefer these over Vans as far as the feel of the shoe and how you feel the pedals. I mean, I wouldn't have thought it would be this big of a difference, but it really is a driving shoe, and you can tell. But the pedal feel, just from the brake and the gas in particular, is something you have to get used to, because it feels they feel a little bit more apart. So when you're toe and heeling, that's just something you do notice. But it's nonetheless, it's a great feeling shoe. Great feeling shoe. Yeah, so I would love to give another one of their shoes a go. Piloti, if you're watching this, I am open to test reviewing a different shoe. But nonetheless, I mean, I'm very impressed, and I see why these shoes have really gotten so popular the past couple of years. I mean, yeah, it's just a great feel. A great feel.